transition on to two embattled fan bases. One team was forced to watch Marcus Mariota play quarterback for the last 4 years, and then the other team has Andy Reid as their head coach, and weird ass stuff happens when Andy Reid's your head coach. Like, we're on year whatever, like 20 of Andy Reid being a head coach, and I think it's safe to say he's known for two things: great play call, great play design, and weird ass things happening to his teams that are often his fault.
Yep.
This week, though, I don't think you can blame him. I mean, of course, it was Andy Reid's team who had a field goal blocked where the guy was probably offside. Like, that's just such an Andy Reid thing. I don't know why. Like, I feel bad for the guy. It's not his fault. But yeah, that was just such a like, if you're guess the team that's gonna lose off a guy probably being offside on a block kick, your first guess would be the Chargers. Because, like, Chargers kick. Second guess would be the Bears, because, like, let's be real here. And then your third guess would be... And then your third guess... Like, the first two are justified based on difficulties kicking. But then your third one, you just throw in Andy Reid, because, like, let's be real here. He loses some weird ways. I mean, he lost a playoff game to Marcus Mariota, where Marcus Mariota's only touchdown pass was to himself. Like, that actually happened. I don't know how we forget that. That's how Alex Smith's career in Kansas City ended. Like, that's what led to Mahomes taking over, was a freaking Marcus Mariota touchdown pass to himself.
Yeah, that's
Paul,
crazy.
I know you were pretty amped up about this game. What did you think about what do you think about this thing that happened on Sunday in Nissan Stadium? This game. I don't want to call it a game. I feel a game is underselling this thing. I think you just have to say thing that happened.
Yeah, as a Chiefs fan, it was a tough game to watch, especially, of course, Mahomes throwing the pick on the first pass of the game. It gets called back, but that kind of made me worried. Of course, Mahomes had an unbelievable game. I'm pretty sure he threw 450 yards around there.
That jump.
The jump pass was awesome. Tyreek Hill was having himself a day. But that Kansas City defense against Ryan Tannehill, I'll give it to him. Top 15 quarterback in the league. He's shown it his whole career in Miami. That's a hot take right there. But just look at his stats in Miami when he's healthy. It's a bit of a Band-Aid, but when he's healthy, Ryan Tannehill, great quarterback. He showed it against Kansas City. I felt like he was back in that Miami powder blue uniform, slinging the rock against the New England Patriots late in December in Miami, giving New England a loss. But in all honesty, that Chiefs defense needs to figure it out. Of course, the offensive line has a lot of holes right now because of injuries, but that whole defense in general needs to pick it up as a squad if they want any shot at a Super Bowl, because right now the Raiders are chomping at the bit to knock the Chiefs off at the top of their division. So if that happens, it's not looking good for them, and they need to string together a couple wins, a couple good defensive performances just to have a shot at the playoffs here. So
it's hard to imagine a defense as bad as theirs finding a way to get to a Super Bowl. Frankly, it just really is. Like, I don't know the situation where it happens, just because it's just so bad. Like, you don't want to be like anti Chiefs defense guy, because there's so many of those on Twitter. Like, there's more than enough. But sometimes it's important to call a spade, and they are, like, it's rough sometimes, man. Did literally anybody think they were going to stop Tannehill? Like, did anybody think the Titans weren't going to drive down and score? Like, why would anyone believe the Chiefs are going to get a stop?
No, I don't know why, but I mean, you watch a guy like Ryan Tannehill, and of course he's joked about. We've made jokes about him, but he proved in his career at Miami that he can be a good starting quarterback in this league. He is an underrated quarterback, in my opinion. when he was in Miami, I loved the guy. He got a lot of wins that we shouldn't have had. When he got hurt a lot, which was tough. But man, when Tannehill was healthy, he was playing like a stud quarterback in the NFL, and he brought us to the playoffs one year. Of course, we didn't succeed in the playoffs, but as a Miami fan, that's what you want. And Tannehill isn't as bad as we joke about. So this Titans team with Tannehill leading the pack, what are they now? 5-5. They have a shot at a wild card spot here. So
and the division.
There you go. So I wouldn't even count this Tennessee team out with Ryan Tannehill leading them because he's proven that he can bring a team to the playoffs before.
I don't want to get you wrong, and think that like I am anti Tannehill. I'm actually like a bigger Tannehill fan than most. My point on saying that they weren't going to get a stop is like, even we're watching tonight's Monday Night Football game, Russell Wilson I think is the MVP of the league, but there was multiple times where I was like, man, I think the Niners are going to get the stop here just because of their defense. And but like when you watch the Chiefs, it literally does not matter who they're playing against. You're just like, oh, here comes the drive. And you just like, when they're the kind of defense where when they get a stop, you're shocked. Like Mahomes is almost like, if I was Mahomes and they got a stop, I would almost be back there to return the punt. I'd be so wait, what? Like, we don't have to make up a touchdown here? Like, are you kidding me? Like, I actually like can just go on the field like as a regular NFL team. But let's oh god, that's